Next on AABJ's In Contact. The spirit of giving is in the air this time of year. Coming up, we'll hear from former Atlanta Falcons player Warrick Dunn about his efforts to help the community this holiday season. Plus, find out about a local reading mission that's scoring a big win for youth and parents. Then later, a former journalist turned author and educator takes a closer look at experiences surrounding Black women in management in our nation's newsrooms. AABJ's In Contact starts right now.
Be informed, you gotta know what's going on in our community. So together we can make a change, you and me. Be in contact.
Welcome to In Contact, Atlanta Association of Black Journalists public affairs program that brings you community news you can use from around the metro Atlanta area. I'm your host, Paisley Moore. 'Tis the season to be jolly. It's the holidays, and around here, many of us are excited about celebrations with family, friends, coworkers, and of course, sharing and caring across the community. On our show today, we wanted to dedicate some time to highlight the spirit of giving. In fact, a former Atlanta Falcons football player is giving back to our local Atlanta community over the holidays and all year round in a very special way. In Contact's Tyreek Wynn recently sat down with Warrick Dunn. He joins us now with the story. Tyreek.
Thanks, Paisley. Earlier this month, Warrick Dunn Charities hosted its annual Sculpt Holiday Workshop in Pantryfield. We caught up with Warrick at the event that's making big dreams come true for many participants.
The Sculpt Holiday Pantryfield and Workshop consisted of self-care sessions, a healthcare panel, and cooking demonstrations. Warrick Dunn explains the reasoning behind this initiative.
It's a healthy food initiative where we really try to educate families on quick and healthy meals, growing vegetables in their backyard, working out, just thinking more about that holistic approach of healthy mind, healthy body, overall healthier society. So we really try to encourage families to just eat healthier, but also use coupons to go shop. We really want to educate those guys and encourage them to just think about their futures and eat healthier.
At the end, they had a small ceremony and gave out turkeys and vegetables to all the participants. Aside from Sculpt, Warrick Dunn Charities does other things within the community. One of the things the organization is most famous for is helping people with housing.
That idea really started with my mom, who was a Baton Rouge City police officer that was shot and killed in line of duty, and her dream was to own her own home. And not able to realize that dream, I was challenged my rookie year with the Buccaneers about getting involved and giving back to the community, and I just thought about my mom and her dream and the journey that she was on, and she wasn't able to realize that dream. So I really put that to a test that first year, and we helped 3 families, and it's like, wow, I just want to do this again and again.
And when they assist people with housing, they get the full service treatment.
All of this is yours. We're trying to give $5,000 down payment assistance, and we're fully furnishing their homes with food, furniture, linens, garden tools, TVs, computers, all the way down to a toothbrush. So we've gotten to the point now that we're actually helping individuals with a true fresh start to home ownership.
Meantime, Warrick says that his agency stays in touch with the families to help keep them on track. The families are very appreciative of the support. And of course, I also had to ask him about the Falcons, and he says the team is doing better, and he believes they have a bright future ahead. Back to you, Paisley.
Sounds good, Tyreek. Thank you for that report. Now, of course, giving back is a mission that kicks into full gear this time of year. An organization known for consistently topping this goal is Toys for Tots. This year, it's celebrating its 75th anniversary of bringing the joy of holidays to America's less fortunate children with the gift of a new toy. In order to better execute the program, the Marine Corps took the reins in 1991, and now we see uniformed men and women visiting hundreds of donation sites featuring big boxes where people have dropped off gifts to give to little boys and girls across the country. Take a look at this Toys for Tots public service announcement to find out how you can get involved to bring joy to a child this holiday season.
Wow! Christmas morning. For most families, it's a time of great happiness.
What is it?
But for some children, Christmas can be just another day of disappointment.
Marine Toys for Tots program had its founding in Los Angeles of the Christmas of 1947. That year, the reserve unit there collected about 5,000 toys, and on Christmas Eve, the Marines delivered them to war orphans and other less fortunate children in Los Angeles.
The Marine Toys for Tots program continues to be the flagship Christmas charity. With campaigns in over 800 communities nationwide, Toys for Tots typically delivers more than 18 million toys to over 7 million less fortunate children each year. With a toy delivery system rivaled only by Santa himself, it takes thousands of elves to pull off all those Christmas miracles.
We officially start the campaign each year on the 1st of October, and it officially ends about 11:59 on Christmas Eve.
As donation boxes fill up, toys start streaming into warehouses across the country. It's an incredibly busy and heartwarming time for everyone.
We start sorting them, counting them. The last few weeks in December, right before Christmas, we start packaging them and then distributing them to our agencies around town.
I've been very lucky in my life to have toys every year when I was growing up, and I want to be able to share that experience with other people and be able to help kids just enjoy the spirit of Christmas.
One of the great things about the Marine Toys for Tots program is the fact we estimate somewhere around 38,000 volunteers across the country that really make it work.
We look forward to this every year, donating our time for Toys for Tots. It's hugely rewarding. We just love it.
I am greatly appreciative for Toys for Tots. I have 7 kids, and it helped me out tremendously.
With Toys for Tots, there's just so much that they give. It just astounds me. It's amazing.
If it weren't for the individual who's willing to go out and purchase that toy or that book and drop it in one of our barrels, if it wasn't for the generosity of the corporate sponsors, again, who donate millions of dollars gifting kind toys, the program wouldn't work.
So whether it's dropping a toy or a book in a donation box, making a monetary contribution, or offering to help your local Marines or volunteers, these gifts and acts of service help Toys for Tots give less fortunate children hope, recognition, and positive memories to cherish for a lifetime. And that's why remembering every child at Christmas is the mission of Toys for Tots.
You don't have to wait until the holidays to donate to Toys for Tots. You can offer toys or donate financially year-round. The Atlanta chapter has an Amazon wish list where you can have the toys shipped directly to the organization. For more information, visit toysfortots.org. While the holidays are full of excitement for many, it's important to remember those who are going through tough times. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, or NAMI, 64% of people with mental illness report the holidays make things even worse. The nonprofit organization says high expectations, loneliness, stress can lead to the holiday blues during the season from Thanksgiving to New Year's. It says in most cases, symptoms are temporary, but they can be serious if they last for more than 2 weeks, leading to clinical anxiety and/or depression. So remember to always check on others. A simple, "Are you okay?" can go a long way. Still to come on AABJ's In Contact, Terry Black Preston of the Radical Readers Clubhouse is here to tell us about her volunteer mission to read to the youth around the Atlanta metro area and across the world through social media. Welcome back to the show. We're in the holiday spirit today and talking about the importance of giving back to others, especially during this time of year. So joining me now is Terry Black Preston. She's the founder of an organization called the Radical Readers Clubhouse for the youth.
Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Now, Terry, you just want to start off by you telling us, how did this group get started?
Well, the Radical Readers started because of 3 reasons. First of all, it was COVID. I had to find something to do, just like everyone else. Second of all, when I looked at children's books, there were not many black and brown faces in the pages that I saw, especially when I was growing up. And third, because when I was a child, I had trouble reading. My mom put me in a wonderful program, almost like Hooked on Phonics. I was done Hooked on Phonics. And a wonderful teacher, Miss Henry, put me in that program and taught me how to read. And from there, I've become an avid reader. And I know that a lot of kids struggle with reading, so I wanted to give back in that way.
And you said you started about 2 years ago, obviously, pre-pandemic ages or around the pandemic time. Can you tell us What have you seen as far as the improvements of literacy and getting, students excited about reading?
Well, we have a kids circle the second Saturday of each month in my community, and the love for reading, it seems like it's just bumped up because they have the books that they like to read as opposed to what parents want them to read. So when you give a child a book that they're excited about, they will continue to keep reading and opening up the pages and finding new adventures and wanting more and more, especially when they get on those chapter books. When they get on those chapter books, it's done. They're gonna be a reader for life.
Lifetime reader.
A lifetime reader, yes. So I have a lot of kids that have sent me emails. They look forward to our reading online, which we read on Wednesday at 12 o'clock. But also one of the parents sent me a video of one of the kids. He was so excited about reading, and he said, you gotta send Miss Terry this video. And it was him reading the book that we gave him from the Radical Readers Clubhouse Saturday Kids Circle.
Okay, and you've talked about, obviously it shows an importance of reaching to more groups of people by virtually reading online and things like that. What feedback have you gotten from the parents?
The parents love the program, especially during COVID, when the kids, all the kids were home, they had to fill that time up with the kids. But I've had people from Jamaica and another country, they log on to the Radical Readers. So Radical Readers has gone, worldwide. And one is a kindergarten teacher, and she actually uses the Radical Readers program for her kids, which I thought was really, really great. But the parents look really forward to that, and they can always go back and see the live feed because, of course, I keep everything on Facebook, and they can go back and look at that during the day. And we have trivia, too. So the kids will have a word jar that they have to create where they put words in that they can't pronounce. And even Miss Terry struggles sometimes, so I have my own word jar.
And I love your headband. It gets the kids excited. You all do like dressing up, like the characters. There were some other ways that you get them excited.
Yeah, I love this headband. It was given to me for a birthday gift, but I'm always wearing different hats. The kids, we come in pajamas. We had a pajama Jimmy Jam. We came in our pajamas. We read a book about pajamas. I encourage the kids to come dressed up as the characters that we read. Particularly this gentleman we had, it's called The Cap That Dipped. He talks about his dreadlocks, the journey that goes on with the red cap. So I wore a red cap, and he thought that was the coolest thing that Miss Terry came on to interview him with the red cap. And he is Elijah Baylor.
Okay, and that's also a great way to get kids excited. And let's talk about the impact that, maybe the pandemic might have had on budget cuts or the impact it might have had on libraries and those programs. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
I was really, really saddened to know that many homes don't have one book in them. And to me, that's just mind-boggling that a home doesn't have a book. And we think because kids have the internet and they have internet access, but if you're in a rural area, you may not have internet access. So that could be a reason why you're not even reading at all. With budget cuts, their schools have closed a lot of the libraries. So we want to make sure that the kids get the books that are needed in their hand, and that's a big part of our mission, is sowing seeds of love and literacy into the community.
Okay, and that's my most important question. Tell us about the book drive and how we can donate.
Yes. So you can donate by going through to Facebook. Our Facebook page is The Radical Readers Clubhouse. We spell radical a little bit radical with a K. And we also are on Instagram. We have collected a total of 1,300 books so far. So we want to do this continuously throughout the year. We're looking forward to people, donating those new or gently used books to the Radical Readers Clubhouse.
1,300, that's a lot.
1,300 books, yes.
All right, we're talking with Terry Black Preston, and when we come back, she has more to share about a pajama drive. Excited to hear about that for the kids. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey, honey. We thought we'd try something new.
Family art hour. What do you think?
You got jokes. You're funny.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight, both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back, because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Welcome back to the show. We're with Terry Black Preston, a great supporter of reading and helping our youth in the community. Terry, thanks again for joining us. So just tell us about your group, the Radical
Readers Clubhouse.
On Facebook.
On Facebook. We have a
Okay.
Facebook page and an Instagram page, but our following is mostly on Facebook. I read to the kids. It started off every day during COVID, but now we've gone to one day a week, which is on Wednesday from 12 to 1. I get excited. You'll see me with this headband, having a lot of fun with the kids. We have trivia, we read, we have contests for the kids, but the main thing is to get kids excited about reading, and I love reading. I get into the characters of the reading, like I
can
really
tell.
feel like, okay,
can
I'm
tell.
really in this book.
Right.
So we have a great time with the kids, and the parents really look forward to me coming on live from 12 to 1 on Wednesday.
Is that how they reach out to you to get books if they don't have any?
That is correct. Yes, they can reach out to me, and I've sent kids loads of books, and a lot of our authors have sent books to the kids too.
So your Facebook page again is the Radical Readers.
The Radical Readers Clubhouse.
Okay. Now talk to me about this here.
Yes.
The pajama drive.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
how did this get started, and what's the goal and mission of your pajama drive?
So I actually saw the pajama program in Atlanta. Someone had sent put a Facebook post, and I was like, wow, this is an awesome program. And the program encourages kids to develop great sleeping habits, especially kids that are in underserved communities or things with trauma and things. They have issues with sleeping, and if you don't sleep well, you can't read, you can't do great schoolwork. You really can't be great if you don't sleep well.
But what better way to go to sleep by reading a bedtime story?
Reading, and you know what? There was a teacher that actually started reading to kids about 3 or 4 years ago before COVID. And I thought this was such a great partnership for us. So I went and I volunteered, and I saw the program as an amazing program. And I said, okay, how can we partner with the books and the pajamas? So I reached out about a month ago. Within 30 days, less than 30 days, we collected 150 pajamas for the program.
Wow.
It is really a wonderful program, but also because I love to read, it's just great partnership along with the books that we have.
So they're reading a book, wearing
They're
their new
reading
pajamas.
a book. Yes, yes.
And it gets them even more excited.
Yes, and hopefully they'll dream about the adventures that they're reading about.
And their new pajamas and their new books.
Who doesn't like new pajamas?
I mean, there's nothing like curling up with a good book.
That
and
is
some nice
correct,
pajamas.
and a nice pair of pajamas. Yes. So thank you to everyone that's donated pajamas. Hopefully, we'll be doing this throughout the year.
Okay, and you said you had about a little over 100 or 150 pajamas.
100.
You can always use more.
Yes, we would love if you'd like to donate pajamas. You can either come through the Radical Readers Clubhouse on Facebook. You can contact me, or you can go directly to the Pajama Program of Atlanta.
Okay, we'll slow it down. The Radical Readers Clubhouse.
The Radical Readers Clubhouse.
Yes, and is that the email address as well, or just our Instagram?
Just through Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
They can find you there. They can DM you.
Yes, and you'll see a
Send
picture
you
of me in my
picture.
pajamas too that I have on.
Your costumes, getting them excited.
Yes, yes,
wow.
yes. So it's a wonderful program. It's a great way to get the kids excited, and hopefully they will continue to have great sleeping habits, but also reading habits.
Great reading habits, and that is the goal, obviously, of the program. Is there any need or a mission or a number of books that you have in mind as far as a goal you're trying to reach?
I don't have a goal, but maybe next year our goal will be 2,000 books as opposed to 1,300 books. But my dream for the Radical Readers is to get a van and to travel from city to city with a program including arts and crafts and making sure that the kids get books. That's my goal, is to do that.
Is to expand the program.
Expand the program, yes, and to become a 501c nonprofit.
Nonprofit, right. Because right now it's a group of volunteers.
A group of volunteers, and a lot of the donations come from friends and family and from the Green Park Apartment, the community that I live in. They're a great supporter of the Radical Readers.
Okay. So if you want to talk a little bit more about the future, we want to expand it, of course. You want to go from city to city.
Correct.
Become a nonprofit.
Yes.
Reach more readers, maybe even have alum from the program become participants, helping other kids.
Yes, and also I forgot to talk about the seniors, how we're connecting with the seniors through a wonderful book about Mary Walker, who was 116 years old and learned to read, which means that any obstacles, don't allow any obstacles to get in your way for anything that you do. And that book has actually encouraged other seniors to want to read and start projects.
That's awesome. Well, Terry, Black, Preston, thank you so much
Thank you.
for joining us. We loved your energy. We're excited about the Radical Readers Clubhouse.
Thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity of sowing seeds of love, literacy, and compassion into the world.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks again for joining us today. Don't go away. We'll be right back. And finally, longtime National Association of Black Journalists member Dr. Ava Thompson Greenwell examines experiences and roles African American women have played in the newsrooms. The book is called Ladies Leading: The Black Women Who Control Television News. Greenwell, who is a former television news manager and currently a journalism professor at Northwestern University in Chicago, interviewed women to get their firsthand accounts of trials and triumphs in the broadcast news industry. She documents these women's experiences about being fairly represented in newsrooms. The book is getting rave reviews. For more information, visit ladiesleading.net. That's our show for now. We appreciate you for joining us, and please stay connected to AABJ on Facebook and on our YouTube channel at Atlanta Association of Black Journalists. And remember to stay in contact to stay informed. We'll see you right back here next month.
Be informed, you gotta know what's going on.